Good morning. So last night we got the backsplash all done. Well, not done. It's installed, and then we just need to grout it today. So it's in there. We ran the heat overnight on the batteries, which was nice because we run the heat plugged into the wall. And yeah, the batteries only went down like 6%. That was running the fridge and the batteries and everything over all night. And so now what I've got is the shore power connected here to the outside, and that is going into our Victron charger here, inverter charger. So it's got the mains on. It says that it's charging, and we can see the percentage of the batteries climbing up. And while that's happening, I'm working on lowering our seats a little bit. So just taking them apart, gonna take out all these middle posts, cut new ones to a better size. We just found that after sitting on them for a little bit, these were a little bit high. So you lose a little bit of storage space underneath, but we want it to be comfortable on the knees. So I'm going to get that cut down now.
We're Chris and Nicole, and we've spent the last few months building this tiny home on wheels, and we're starting to get close to being finished. With the countertops now installed, it's time to see the rest of the kitchen begin to take shape.
Let's check out what Nicole's doing. Cleaning in preparation for the grout. Just trying to make sure all the holes in between, or the gaps in between, are clear for some space for grout to go into.
That is definitely a messy cleanup.
Yeah. We actually failed to mention what the importance of today is Nicole's 30th birthday. COVID style.
I think this is your 30th birthday hat.
It might be. Might be reused. Happy 30th birthday.
Oh, thank you. Where's this from?
Huh?
Where's this from?
It was from
Your
I think
birthday.
from my birthday. But
Is it even on straight?
yeah, I don't think there is a straight. But your gift is we get to custom build your very own van.
Oh my god, what?
So it's too bad we can't do more thanks to the lockdowns, but anyways, we're making the best of it.
And we might be going on a little secret adventure tonight.
Yeah, to an undisclosed location to potentially maybe
Try the van out.
make sure that we like it.
Well, I hope we like it at
Yeah,
this point.
otherwise we're gonna have to try to return it.
I'm not sure what the return policy on how
Yeah.
the van is.
I'd take this back though.
Weird. The Mercedes
No,
edition.
I mean if I were them I would take it back. It looks pretty awesome. Well, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Everyone can wish Nicole a happy birthday in the comments. Okay, then test. Is it better? Is it actually better? Or okay, good. Because I don't want to. I was afraid you're gonna say I need to take another inch off after taking.
Good.
Yeah, good.
I think it was
Like there's your old one.
No, I felt like I was falling off with my feet. I didn't barely touch, so
Yeah.
I just felt like I had to brace.
Yeah, this looks like more of a normal seat. That looks like a mix between a seat and a table. Oh yeah, there's no plywood on there. All right, almost on the second seat. First one looks good. People are hard at work in here, working on the grout. And our special guest Ian is back.
Hello, supervisor today.
Kelly and Nicole are working on getting that grout in it. That looks really good. I like the color on it.
Really highlights the white.
And you can really see the shapes now and stuff, which is good. You got
Really makes us stand out.
Yeah. You happy with it?
Mess.
It's a mess. But it doesn't.
Very gritty.
It goes.
Very gritty.
It goes a lot faster than putting the tile up. Though.
Absolutely.
Little preview into the work that was done. Look at all the backsplash. You can see all the shapes really well now up against the countertop. Nicole's driving and we're going on our first little tiny trip. Kino is cowering, kind of. She's not too bad. She's put down by her feet when there's a big bed back there that she could be laying on. The cupboards we have in there are not really, I mean they're all hinged on, but they don't have the clips yet, so they're kind of rattling around and stuff, but we'll fix all that later. We're gonna go try it out.
Made our spot for the night. We're just by a lake here. There's just gonna make a bonfire, relax, have some dinner. It's getting a little cool. I forgot my mitts.
This is the first night with the van out here in the middle of nowhere.
It's really nice. We threw in the mattress that we had in our RV just so we had something kind of in the interim while we finished the van.
Put the bed slots in real quick. Temporarily, we'll have to pull them back out to kind of do some more work, but for tonight it works out well. So we're a little off the road here. We did our first off-roading with the van. It was bumped the trailer hitch a little bit, but that's to be expected. It's a little bit lower, and we'll probably just have to kind of keep kind of putting some rust paint on that, I'm sure, since it sits so low so that it doesn't rust over.
I always get so nervous watching you off-road. The van's at like a 45-degree angle. I'm like backing up, think I'm gonna throw up. I'm just so afraid any vehicle you do off-roading with is gonna tip.
Yeah, I know. It didn't feel we weren't leaning that much, but at least the van's lifted a bit. Like the important stuff was far away from the ground, not lots of clearance.
I think we're gonna bypass dinner and go straight to cake.
I think so too, because we snacked on the way here. So happy 30th birthday to Nicole!
Oh, that looks so good.
But it's a keto cake. Keto cake for Nicole. Let's go.
Am I allowed to blow it up?
Yep, COVID. Yeah, that's the new COVID technique. Nice.
Wow, it's really good.
First dessert in the van. Good night, Keenies. And we're saying good night to the first night in the van. These two are already in bed.
I'm cold.
No, we're cranking the heat because we had the door open for a while, so it'll warm up. And she's got to give me some. Kino's got to give me some space to get in there, but assuming, I think we're gonna have a good night.
Yes.
It's nice and cozy in here, so we'll see ya tomorrow.
Night.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How was the sleep?
Good, but we have a little bed hog.
Yeah, this dog was hogging the entire bed.
You see, she takes up
Well,
half a bed.
yeah, I had about all of the space to sleep. So she's used to the king-size bed at home, and that can't happen in the van. So we need to do a little adapting there for her, but
We're gonna find some space for you.
Look at that. Holy smokes. Just sitting down in the water, watching the fog roll by. It's quite cold. I haven't even woken up yet. It's 6. I don't think you can see it on the video, but it is so cold we can see our breath. My watch says it's 10 degrees. There is something going on. That's not right. But there's the van. We need a name for the van. So if anybody has a good idea what we should name the van, I'd love to name it something like Canadian, but not tacky. Something cool. So if you have any ideas for a good van name, drop them in the comments below, because that's something that we've been struggling with. The van came from Halifax, so we were tossing around the idea Hallie, but I'm not sold on it. So if anybody has any ideas, please share them. We'd love to hear them.
So today I had an electrician look at the electrical just to put in a few breakers and stuff, just because just when it comes to high voltage and stuff, we wanted to make sure it was done right. Because we've got a couple different plugs. We've got a plug up on top of the kitchen, one down below for the stovetop, one for our media drawer, and one extra later on. Most of them are fine. However, we found one little issue when we went to turn the inverter on. It went overloaded, and realized the issue is that our outlet here in the kitchen seems to unfortunately probably have been got a screw in it or something in the walls when we were installing the walls. So that kind of sucks, because it basically means we need to pull a new wire for probably the worst outlet to do that in which is in the kitchen. So now what I'm probably gonna have to do is try to fish a wire underneath the kitchen and up through here. I'll pull this back box off, and my hope is that we can get a new wire in there. Otherwise this outlet is basically just gonna be a showpiece. So not a very attractive showpiece, because Nicole's giving me a face behind the camera. So we need some alcohol here to try to figure out this problem. And yeah, gonna try to cut through here and fish a wire up through. So the Sprinter van is full of ribs and metal ribs and kind of structure and everything. So my hope is that I'm gonna take this wire, push it up from that hole I created, and it's not gonna hit one of those ribs on the way up to this hole. If it shows up in the hole, then we're good. Problem minimized. If we hit something, then back to ground zero, and I don't know how we're gonna get through that. So. Well, it's looking really good.
Yeah! Oh my god!
Means we're in good shape.
But maybe we still have to have another beer.
And another beer.
Celebratory beer.
Okay, so the new wire has been run. Excuse the mess for now, but we've got our yellow wire that is coming all the way from that outlet. It's wired into this fuse here. And I've got no shore power connection, so this is all going to be off the batteries. I'm going to turn this fuse on for now, because that's the only outlet that is actually all set, ready to go. So we'll go inside and turn the inverter on.
Right.
So the last time we turned this on, the inverter went buzz and caused a big issue, so we knew that there was a problem. So let's hope it doesn't happen this time. So we're going to test. We're on battery power, and we're plugging a sander in. Ready?
Yes!
Woo, we got power!
Ready, Keens? You know we have a visitor.
It's insane, isn't it? It's insane.
Hi, Dad.
Hi.
All right, our Nature's Head self-contained composting toilet has arrived. Let's open it up. Woo!
There we go.
Never been so excited for a toilet in my life.
Well, if you've ever been dry camping, this is the thing.
Oh, it comes just...
Just for you. We gotta leave that to Chris.
That's good.
That's great.
That's good. All right, so we built the box for the toilet. It is the exact same way we built the box for the cooler. So we will put a link up here to the video last time when we built the cooler box if you're interested to see how that happens. So now we're just gonna test out to see if it fits in our space.
Okay, minus the wires, and we're in great shape.
That's perfect.
So it fits perfect.
Perfect. All right. After spending about an hour and a half, 2 hours, we had to put the cameras down and just figure out how to build these drawers. The rail system is a little bit complicated. It's not the concept of building the drawers that's so hard, it's the exact measurements that you need to make sure that they fit into the rail system. You need like a certain amount of like space to drop down into the rails and then to be able to screw in. So I think we've got it. We're gonna try making our first drawer. Now that we've figured out what we're doing, we're gonna see if they fit.
It only took 5 minutes to build this one. 5 hours to build the other one.
That's nice.
Yep.
That looks really good.
We're in.
Good job.
Yeah. So, face
right.
fronts and handles and clips.
And a
And
track.
the slider rail.
Okay.
Well, we got this side mostly done and this side planned.
All right, a little bit of a different start to the day. I am heading up to Oro right now to watch Chris do his first cross-country solo flight. So you might say a cross-country is like Ontario to the West Coast, but for Chris, he's going from Buttonville Airport where he trains to Lake Simcoe District Airport. So it's about a 30-minute flight for him. He may or may not touch down depending on the winds today. It has been a little bit gusty the last few days just because the weather's warming up for us and it creates the thermals. So I'm really excited to see it. I went and watched him do his very first solo, and this is going to be his first cross-country solo, and then he's got, I believe, 2 more, and then he's almost close to be getting his pilot's license. So I'm watching from the ground. Chris is going to be filming from the air as well. So let's see what Chris is up to.
Okay, so we're going on our flight. Nicole's waiting for us, hopefully down there. She's got a radio so you can hear me. And yeah, welcome back to another flight. And this one is my first time flying to another airport. We're flying to Lake Simcoe Regional. And I mean, straight ahead, you can't see it, but it's straight ahead. It's a nice day. Not actually much traffic out in this area yet, so that's nice. And hopefully not too much traffic at the airport. So we're going to land there, and Nicole will be able to see us land.
Okay, so we are here. We're just waiting. Chris is going to come over that field and land behind me. He left me a radio, so hopefully we'll hear him coming in. Really hope I'm in the right spot. This is the pin where he dropped me. The runway's actually like quite a way. Oh, yep, you can hear the radio. Hopefully we'll hear Chris once he gets in a little bit closer. Right now he's flying over Newmarket. I think we've got about another 15-20 minutes to wait. So yeah.
Simcoe Lake Regional Airport. Traffic, Cessna 172, Golf Yankee Golf Quebec is currently overhead Big Bay Point at 4,200 feet. About 5 minutes to the field. We'll fly overhead the field at 2,500 and turn back for left-hand downwind for runway 28. Simcoe Regional Airport traffic, Yankee Golf Quebec is turning final for runway 28.
500 feet, heading inbound for landing at Simcoe Regional Airport.
Well, that is so cool to see. I'm just so proud of Chris for doing that, and I cannot wait to get up in the air with him, hopefully in a month or 2. So yeah, I'm heading home now. My drive's nowhere near as cool as Chris's drive, so we'll let him take you home.
Nice hot day. Got our work boots ready. Both of us have our work boots going.
We're ready. We're ready to van build.
We're ready. And we're installing
I'm so excited.
a faucet.
I think I say that for everything we do though.
I know. It'll look really, really good on it'll kind of finish that off up against that nice backsplash. We're also, at the same time, testing out the air conditioner. We haven't really run it yet, so we're going to run it for a little bit, keep it cool in here, and we'll see what the battery does also. Right now, the battery is at 63%. We charged it a few days ago. The fridge has been running constantly, lights on and all that stuff, so I just want to get an idea of how much power that thing is going to consume and then how long it's going to take to charge up, and probably a good idea to run it every now and then as well, just to test it out. Faucet's in there. This is actually like the easiest task that we've done on this whole van build. They're actually not that hard to install. Next thing up is our nice little soap dispenser. We're gonna put that right aside there. And it almost looks like it's already installed. Oh, tight space under there.
Isn't that where you sleep?
Yeah, that's the in-law suite.
Oh. Which in-laws? Mine or yours?
That one.
Keens, you gonna sleep under the sink?
Be better than on the bed.
Okay.
There we go. Got the soap installed.
Looks awesome.
That looks really good. And that's a wrap for this week.
I am super pumped that we started to get drawers in, and I cannot wait to get those finished.
Yeah, you guys did a really good job on the drawers.
They're gonna look really good when they go in.
Truthfully, I'm kind of nervous to have to do one myself, but at least we've got the expert here with us.
Not too hard. We may have to call Dad back.
Yeah, he said he did offer he could come back next week, so we might call him on that.
Next week, we are getting plumbing done. We're
That'll
gonna
be
have
good.
running water.
That's gonna be awesome.
Toilet's going to get plumbed in, vented in, whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
But the kitchen's really starting to look good. I'm pumped with how good it is, and I truly can't wait. Yes.
It's really starting to show what it's gonna look like, man.
So we cannot wait for another awesome week next week of the build. We are getting pretty close to being done.
We're getting pretty close. It's starting to get to that point where we're like, okay, let's make a little short list. What do we need to get done? Obviously, we need cupboard faces and all that stuff, but we're getting close there.
After that, it's kind of like, okay, like storage solutions, you know, like where, like, or making sure we have like plates or ordering plates, and kind of just like things that are like actually going to be like daily necessities. And I think the biggest thing that we haven't really tackled, and it's not fully thought out, is the garage space.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be something that we're going to figure out as we start using it. We'll figure out, okay, we want to have a dedicated spot for different stuff. So, yeah.
So I'm excited. Thank you, as always, for tuning in to watch another awesome week of us build out this beast of a van.
Yeah, thank you. And we will see you next time.
If you love the video, please make sure you are subscribed. If you are not already, give us a thumbs up and leave us a comment below, and we will see you next week.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye. Like so close. I don't even think any of this sucks batteries.
Come on, battery.